Come with me to install my first colony of bees. You can see they're all swarmed and huddled around the queen right there. Bees are generally very calm when you first put them into the hive because they don't have anything to protect yet. I wore my bee suit, but I did decide to not do the gloves, only because there's a lot of little things that I needed to handle, and I was afraid that I would accidentally squish one of the bees or drop something and anger the colony. So I just took the risk and decided to go barehanded. I was super shaky and nervous, but I am glad that I did it. It wasn't that bad at all, and the bees were super calm. I gave the box a little smack on the ground right there so I could remove the can of syrup easier. It doesn't hurt them, they have exoskeletons. I removed the little box that has the queen bee in it. You can see a lot of worker bees are attached to it as well. And then I put back in the can of syrup so that the other bees didn't fly away while I was trying to take care of the queen. She is an Italian queen. We're thinking Bianca is her name. So I had to brush off a few of the worker bees so I could get to the cork there. That's just a little cork that's keeping her in the box so she can't escape. I put a screw in it and then pulled it out. And after I did that, I quickly covered the hole with my thumb so that she couldn't get out and replaced the regular cork with a little candy cork. So the candy cork stays in there for a couple days and she eats away at it as well as the other worker bees. What that does is that keeps the queen contained in the hive for a couple days so that the rest of the worker bees stay with her in the hive and start building comb and making the place home. By the time that she gets out, she can get to work and they're ready for her. I just don't want to squish any of them. I'm glad I did this with no gloves. It's two little parts, you know. Okay. So now that she's attached to the frame here, I can put her back in, and I took out 5 of the rest of the frames so that I can fit the box of bees into the hive for now. I'll take the box out tomorrow, but some people take the box and pour them into the hive and then replace the frames and close it up. That is an option. I just thought this was a lot more peaceful, and the place where I got the bees recommended this as well. So take the can of syrup out and just gently set the whole box. Oh, first I dumped some out onto the queen because they can keep her warm right away. And then the rest go into the box like that. I did my best not to squish any. And then I have a top feeder. So I put this top feeder on top, and the syrup water, which is sugar and water, goes in, and they can feed off of that for now. You know, normally they get their sugar from pollen and nectar around, but that's a little sugar water spray too. But because they're coming into a brand new hive, they have so much work to do in a little bit of time. This is just much more convenient, and I'll be doing this for the first few weeks of providing them food up top so they can get straight to work. My nerves went away. The bees were super sweet. Nobody stung me. I got much more comfortable with it. So that's the last little step, and then I put the lid on top of that, and I'll come back tomorrow to take the box out. All right, girls, welcome home.